I think there's a click there straight away. There's an instant attraction to her. So I think that's why I asked her out. And I was expecting she to say no, because it's very sudden and it's out of the blue. And also I think if I've done something like that in Australia, the girls will be saying, oh, no, thank you very much. And it's just, too quick and too, you know what I mean.
Cheers! 上星期的婚姻无国界，我们认识了3个跨文化家庭，而这3个家庭都在种族分歧中找到了真爱。Jason 和 Masala 在布拉格相遇，但如今和他们的2个孩子在墨尔本居住。遭遇过种种跨文化关系都会发生的挑战，现在他们相信是时候暴露一些家庭事实。
I mean, I saw him floating around and I was suddenly thinking, oh, he's something interesting. And I was kind of nervous inside because I knew, I saw that he's got a microphone in or something.
I was doing an interview for the BBC and I traveled to Prague. And I was thinking, well, I maybe want to do something about the young people in Czech, how they, think about things, after the collapse of communism. So I went to a nightclub. The name of the nightclub is Roxy, right?
Roxy, that's right.
Yeah, we revisit that nightclub.
He came over and there was something in the air for sure. At the time, I didn't really speak any English. It was really very broken English, wasn't it?
But actually, when you're in love with somebody, you don't need language very much.
经历一定时间的情侣们发现，只有爱才可以解除困难和聚拢人心。可是有时候，就像 Alex 遭遇到了婷，他发现爱充满了惊喜。
I hadn't really thought about who I'd end up with. For me, it doesn't really matter, as long as they're nice, as long as you get on well.
I don't think I ever had a clear definition in my head. I'm going to grow up and marry someone who's Chinese or someone who's not Chinese.
I think I'd always had a picture of a blonde, tall blonde, and certainly you're not going to find many of those in China.
Well, as I was growing up, I always dreamed that I'd actually marry somebody with dark hair. So it came as no real surprise to me when I actually ended up marrying an Asian lady. I've always found Asian women to be very attractive and people that really look after themselves a great deal. So no real surprise at marrying an Asian at all.
Very much. I never thought I would end up marrying a Western man. So I always think that I'm very much into Chinese culture. So I have always been thinking that I'll marry a Chinese man, where we can share our cultures. So meeting Yan is a surprise, but I think it's a faith. Yeah. So, but when things happens, it just happened. When you met the right man, and every other things is not important.
But I always knew that if I found someone who was Chinese, that it would be easier for them to communicate with my parents. And it'll be easier culturally for them to, understand each other and I guess to understand and accept any of our Chinese customs.
Eve Ash 是一名来自墨尔本南部的心理学家，也是关系顾问。他从超过20多年来的工作经验得知，所有恋爱关系都会面对同样的来自日常生活上的细节问题。
There's my blog today.
Oh, perfect.
People problems. The power of love can take you a long way, but the seed of doubt can create a big rift. So when that little doubt or that little problem arises, if it's not dealt with, it is the start of a deterioration in a relationship, no matter how loving people are. As relationships go on, the shine often goes because people start to see things that annoy them. And whether you're from a similar culture or you're from very different cultures, the things that annoy, the little habits, can actually become bigger. And there can be quite a split between people starting to do their own thing in their own lives, whereas maybe initially they shared a lot of a romantic burst of doing things together. When there are cultural differences and even language barriers, that can put additional pressure on the couple if they haven't actually done anything proactive about it. So when people have differences, it's really important to recognise those differences up front and be able to say, well, these are the things in my culture, these are the things in your culture. Let's share that, let's get to know about it, let's look at what's going to cause a friction and actually go there proactively rather than falling into a negative spiral.
It isn't really until you meet other people or watch movies and see what other people do that you realise what the differences are between your values and other people's values.
休息过后，文化期望闯进睡房的时候会发生什么呢？